Namaste, everyone. We're going to be looking at Jupiter transit for Virgo ascendants. So for Jupiter, Jupiter is transiting the 8th house for the Virgo ascendants. Now, 8th house is mainly to, do with, sudden gains, sudden incidents. So it could be good or bad. All of this is going to happen to you all of a sudden. So that's exactly what this transit is going to bring. Now, when Jupiter is transiting the 8th house, it can, bring you sudden profits. That's mainly because Jupiter is looking at the 2nd house. So 2nd house is mainly it deals with wealth, income. So income can definitely increase. So there can be increment in your, salary. It can bring profit in your business. But at the same time, when you're doing any kind of investment and all of that, you have to be very careful because since, Jupiter is transiting the 8th house, it can also bring losses. So be very careful as to where you are investing the money. So if you're investing in stock market or if you're investing in, a mutual fund, please know what kind of stock or what kind of mutual fund you're investing in so that you don't, incur any kind of loss. And apart from that, you have to be careful with health related matters because hospitalization also is indicated because Jupiter is, looking at the 12th house. So 12th house can indicate hospitalization, isolation, or, you could also be traveling abroad. So for those who are actually looking to travel abroad, it's a very good period. And definitely Jupiter transit is going to manifest, that aspect for you. So if you want to travel abroad for work and all of that, it is definitely going to happen. And meditation, I think the best thing that you can do at this point of time during its transit is that you can get into meditation. You can get into spiritual practices, which can actually mitigate any kind of ill effect, the Jupiter transit has to bring in. And also Jupiter is looking at the 4th house. So when you're dealing with the real estate matters, so suppose if you're going to buy a property, you have to be a little bit, careful with the kind of documentation, that you're going to sign. So you have to thoroughly check all the documentation before you sign anything that's related to property matters, financial matters. You have to read the documents carefully during all the time, of course, but during this time you have to be extra careful. And in case if you're looking for renovating your house, this period will definitely, bring you those, resources to renovate a new house or build a new house, to buy a property. So all of this can happen during this transit. And of course, it's all, again, all the result is definitely going to be based on the chart, your birth chart also, depending on where the Jupiter is deposited. Again, Jupiter is the lord of your 4th house as well as the 7th house. So you have to be very careful with the relationship with family members as well as, especially with your spouse. When you're having conversations and all of that, be very careful because there can be separation also at this point of time with a spouse, because it does indicate a separation because, you see 7th house, 8th house is 12 houses away from the 7th house, and 7th house is the house of marriage, house of partnership. So any kind of arguments and all of that can lead to separation. So you have to be very careful with what you're saying or how you are approaching your spouse and all of that. And you have to be definitely careful with your in-laws because Jupiter is transiting your 8th house. So try not to pick up any fights with the in-laws. There can be discordials or there can be arguments. There can be, miscommunication between them with them, but having known that these are all tend to happen during this transit, you can be a little careful and you can avoid any kind of miscommunication with your family members, basically. So overall, Jupiter transit is definitely going to bring you mixed result. So it's not going to be all good or it's not going to be all bad. It's definitely going to be a mixture of good and bad, combination. And of course, Jupiter is right now conjunct Rahu. So once Rahu moves away from here, so Rahu will definitely move away in the month of by mid of October. You should be starting to see some kind of a little bit of better effect of Jupiter transit. So that's all about the transit reading here. So in case if you want to reach out to me for the reading or horoscope reading, I'm going to be leaving my number in the description box. You can WhatsApp me and I will get back to you. Thank you.